Are you in doubt if you should get a visa or a passport for your child born in the UK? This video is for you with my own experience and example. When I gave birth to my daughter in the UK, after some time, remember the first thing you need to know is they have 3 months of free NHS care, and afterwards you have to pay up or you regularize their stay. That is if you have paid the IHS fee for your children, because you have to pay their IHS fee. So when I had my daughter, around 5 weeks, she got sick. And yeah, we were lucky because we didn't pay anything. She spent like a month in the hospital. Now, afterwards, after 3 months had passed and all that, we did not regularize a stay in the UK. We were just procrastinating. We fast forward to everything. We kept getting the letters upon letters. We'll still ignore because we were saying, okay, for us to get the passport, it's going to take a long time. Now, my advice: you want to get your passport for your child before you register them or regularize their stay, I would advise you don't get their passport yet. Do their visa first and use their birth certificate. Now, for those in Portsmouth, I was surprised when I had my second born in Portsmouth. I was asked if I needed my birth certificate to register for my birth certificate while in bed. I was really surprised because the first time I had my daughter, I did experience such. So that's like an improvement. So now it's easier for you to get their birth certificate as early as possible for you to regularize them. So rather than you going for the passport route first before you regularize them, I advise you go with their birth certificate to the TLS contact. What they do is they see them as no passport, which is acceptable. They create a particular code for them where you can create their e-visa. Do you understand? I was so scared as I there, like, oh, I'm not going to take a long time for me to put my daughter there. You know, what if she falls sick? We were really scared about all this because imagine her falling sick, you know the amount of it. So what I did was I had to call the number on that letter which we received that this is our situation. I want to check if we are owing, because sometimes most of us don't know we are owing and we just go ahead and claim that, oh, we are not owing. My daughter was a year old when I regularized her home, but I'm grateful to God that she did not fall sick. Now, it's very important for you to call them, because most times you might not know whatever you've done, or you've gone to the GP, they've done something and you think it's for free, or you are thinking maybe they are covered. You know, I had to call to confirm if we are owing, because a family said to me that they didn't know that they were owing certain amount. So that was why I quickly called the team that sent me that particular letter that tells you to regularize. I called them and they said, no, we are not owing, but we should regularize our stay to avoid anything. If your child falls sick and you are yet to regularize to stay in the UK, they are going to treat them, but you are going to pay a lot of money. Do you understand? And your IHS fee will not cover for your child. So everyone pays their money differently. So what I advise you to do is get their visa done first, and you have to pay their visa fee even if they are not traveling or they are traveling. It is important for you to put them under you. Now, the important thing I want you to know is creating their e-visa portal, which was quite a bit of a trick during my own for my daughter. When I created my daughter's, when I registered her finally, we went to the TLS service and we did the necessary thing. I didn't know they had created a particular code for her, because I saw my husband, so I didn't see our own, and they were already asking me questions about our own stay, you know, trying to regulate. I still got letters about it. So when we had already applied for her to get everything, I told them that I couldn't find our e-visa. They needed a proof for me that I have regularized. I don't know why, but they needed a proof for me to say that I have regularized her in the system. So what I did was, because it wasn't forthcoming, I don't get hold of Home Office. Even when I call them, they say they don't know when they're going to attend to me. You know how busy the Home Office could be. So what I did was I had to chat to the chat box after a long time saying, this is my situation. This is my situation. They said the same thing, that they don't know if when I'm going to get her code, because there's always a particular code they generate. Until when you get her passport, you can change it. So the important thing I'm saying is, when you're still waiting to get your child's passport, go do their visa so that they can be under you. Pay for their IHS fee, because their health is important. You can't tell when a child falls sick. Do you understand? So once you do everything, while you are still planning their passport, it could take time when you're applying their passport. So doing your visa first is much more important. Okay, so use their birth certificate to do it, and they just capture them as no passport available, so that once you now say, okay, I've done my passport, you can now change it back, because they create a particular code for you. In fact, for my daughter's time, they didn't create the code immediately for her, but for my son, As soon as we regularized him, I got a message with a signature saying this is his code if you want to create his e-visa, and I was able to check it up on the system, and I saw him as, you know, that is under us, everything correct, he's fully regularized. Because now the thing is, the system is changing and it could get so busy. So I'm going to advise you not to procrastinate. Because my daughter did not fall sick, I was really lucky. And guys, you can't believe that after we regularized her stay in the UK, like after a year plus, my daughter fell sick. Like we had to take her to QA. So imagine me not doing that prior to that. So my advice for you is, once your child is past 3 months, I would advise you to go regularize her stay or their stay under you as an immigrant. I did that immediately. My son clocked 4 months. I went there. We didn't procrastinate on it because we don't want to have any issue. But because I was communicating with the team, I was giving them proof of everything that we have done this. But they needed their e-visa. They needed a confirmation that. So what I did was, I just sent them the e-visa passport. You know that part where you do your right to work, when they see that thing like share code, I sent it to them. The summary of this video is just to let you know that if you are contemplating if you should do your passport or visa for your child, please do your visa for your child. It is very important with their birth certificate. It is acceptable, and do not wait for anything because it could have implication on your part. Secondly, when you are doing their e-visa, you can get the code, and if you have to make sure you get the code, create their e-visa portal online immediately, because that particular number expires at some point. They'll tell you to do it before, they'll tell you to do it within 7 days, I guess, like my son's son. They'll tell you to do it within 7 days. You know why I'm saying that? Why I'm telling you to do this now is because things are changing. You only get hold of those at the home office, or when you go online, it could tell you the service is not available. Just recently here, I was told to bring my share code, and guys, it was not working. Like the server was telling me server is not found. Imagine I had not printed out my my right to work. It would have been like it. I wouldn't have proven my status. I wouldn't have been able to give out my, you know, my status. I had to screenshot what the website was saying, and I brought the printed paper I printed prior to then, just to show them that this is what you're going to see on the website. But hold on to this, that once my share code is available, I'll send it to you. So guys, please do not waste time. It is important to act now. In case you want me to make a video regarding maternity pay, regarding pregnancy in the UK, any information, your girl is back to give you your information. I try my best to remain consistent. All right, if it's the first time seeing me, my name is Ifejola. I talk about information for you all to be aware of, as well as other interesting things on my channel. Please subscribe to my channel for more video like this, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.